I'm Jennifer Wigg with the Raleigh Public Record. Welcome to this edition of Oak City Voices. Today I'm standing in the amphitheater of Raleigh Little Theatre here in Raleigh. I'm joined by the new executive director, Charles Phaneuf, and he's going to tell us today a little bit about his new job. So Charles, tell me, why did you apply for this job?
Well, Jennifer, I actually grew up in Raleigh, and I went to high school here, and I went to Carolina for college, and I grew up coming to this theater, and I've been in D.C. for most of the last 10 years. When I saw this opportunity, I was really excited because this theater means a lot to me, and the opportunity to come back to the area, at a time when there's such exciting things happening here, I just couldn't say no to that.
Okay. So I understand this is let me see if I get this right, the oldest continuously operating community theater, one of the oldest in the country, right?
That's right. So we've been around since 1936. The theater actually celebrated its 75th anniversary in 2011. And yeah, so we're actually at a really exciting time right now because we're looking at starting a new strategic plan. We're actually going to be unveiling a strategic planning process in the next few months, and really kind of looking at how do we continue to grow and serve this community, and what we can really accomplish over the next 5 years.
Well, that sort of leads me into my next question, which is, what are your goals for this theater?
Right. Well, one of the things, actually we're standing right now in the amphitheater. The amphitheater is a big part of our history, and it was built at the same time as the theater. In the last couple of years, we haven't been doing as much in terms of performing in this space, so that's part of it. Really, we're looking to just continue to grow our audience and reach lots of people. So that's a lot of our focus is really going to be reaching out to people in the community to make sure they know what we're doing. The fact that we're here and we have wonderful productions that are offered throughout the year. We did actually 11 plays this year. It's a mixture of straight plays, musicals, programs for kids, and really just making sure that people know that we're here and they see us as a resource. It's also about the education programs. We serve about 1,000 young people a year with summer camps, with after-school classes, and with track out camps, and we serve adults as well with acting classes, and so much of what we do is also about the volunteer experience, and that's part of what's really exciting about Raleigh Little Theatre, is that we're an accessible place for both people to come and see shows because we provide a high-quality theater experience at a reasonable ticket price. Tickets are generally $20, if not cheaper, and at the same time, if you're somebody that's always wanted to have the opportunity to act in a play, or to learn how things work backstage, whether it's building costumes, running lights, running props, all those kind of things, you have those opportunities to do those things at Raleigh Little Theatre. And we really just want to make sure that everybody, that more people know about us and more people know about the opportunity they have to come here and be a part of that.
Okay. Now, as I said, it's one of the oldest community theaters in the country, so no pressure there, right? Are you nervous at all about taking such an important role?
No, I mean, there's certainly a lot of work to do, and it's a big job, but it's also really exciting. And the wonderful thing about this theater, because I think it means so much to so many people, and it's such an important part of Raleigh's history, is that there's just a really amazing organization. Everyone from the board to the staff to the volunteers to the donors to there's so many people that really care deeply about this theater. And so I've been actually really surprised. So this is the end of my second week on the job, and I just literally every day I get 5 phone calls at least from people that are like, what can I do to help you? Let's go out to lunch. I'd really like to tell you about this idea and this thing I can do to help the theater out. And so it's been amazing. It's been this incredible outpouring of support so far. And I'm just here 2 weeks, so
Well, that's pretty exciting.
it certainly is a big job, but this is such a wonderful theater, and I think a lot of people really understand how important it is to the community.
Okay. And what are some of the big challenges that you're going to face in undertaking your goals?
Yeah, well, I think one of the things that Raleigh has to a certain extent changed, and the whole triangle has, and I think that we need to understand how the community continues to change and evolve. What it is that people want from us in the community, and also how do we communicate with them. And so it's about understanding the fact that we have audiences that have been with us for a long time, and what it is that they want to see. And then we've got a lot of people that are new to this community, and the demographics of the community are changing. So how do we really respect the history and the people that have been fans and audience members for a really long time, while also understanding what's new and different in this community. really, I mean, as Raleigh's oldest, community theater, and I mean, really, the kind of theater that kind of started this amazing theater movement in Raleigh. What is our role in all that, and how do we both, serve the organization ourselves, but also, support the rest of the theater community, and talk about the impact of the theater in the Triangle. I mean, there's 32 theater companies in the Triangle, and I don't think a lot of people realize how much excellent theater there is going on in this community. And I see that a task really for all of us in the theater community is making sure that people are aware of that and continuing to build that audience and that relationship with the community.
Okay. And final question: what's your favorite part of the job so far? 2 whole weeks now.
Yeah, it's a number of things. I mean, I talked about how much I've really enjoyed getting to meet a lot of people so far, and how exciting it's been that so many people are reaching out and saying hello. So I'll pick something different, which is that I had a meeting with somebody yesterday in the Rose Garden, and it was beautiful. It's right over here, because right now we're in the amphitheater, and then we have the theater in the Rose Garden, and I realized that we just have this amazing space all around us, and when it's such beautiful weather, I'm so excited to be back here. Like in the depths of winter, yet we have amazing, beautiful weather, and we've got this rose garden right outside. And every now and then I can move a business meeting outside, and we can get a lot of work done, but we can also be in a beautiful environment, just surrounded by all this natural beauty in the heart of downtown Raleigh.
Okay. Well, thanks so much for joining us for this edition of Oak City Voices.